How's it going, my fellow Rules of Survival players? My name's ExxotikGaming and welcome back to the channel. On this channel, I'm known to do a lot of different types of tips and tricks videos for Rules of Survival, and today's video is no exception. Today, we're actually going to be doing one of the most requested video topics I've ever been asked to do for Rules of Survival: how to fix lag or greatly reduce lag in the game. Maybe you play this game on a slow phone, or maybe you have a good performance phone, but for whatever reason, you're still getting a lot of lag. Today, I'm going to change that for both iOS or Android. We're going to go in depth with every possible solution I can think of for improving your device's performance so you can run this game better. This includes in-game settings, but also things you can do outside of the Rules of Survival app. I hope it'll help. Guys, real quick, before this video starts, this video, just like all of my other Rules of Survival videos, has a lot of effort put behind it, and all of this stuff would not be possible without your support. All I ask is if this video helps, take a second and click that like button down below if you're signed into a YouTube account, and be sure to subscribe for the best Rules of Survival tips and tricks videos. With that being said, enough dilly-dallying, let's jump into this. We're going to start off this video talking about a variety of different things you can do in-game to reduce lag. These first few tips are going to be a bit simpler than others, and as this video goes on, we're going to get into more and more complex things you can do to improve your device's performance. So make sure to stick around until the end, because some of the best tips are going to be stated at the end. First off, here's a really simple tip that'll help out a lot of players. Are you playing without Wi-Fi? If you are, try to find some. Playing on Wi-Fi will improve connectivity to the game, and in general, reduce a lot of the lag you'll encounter. The reason is because self-service strength fluctuates a lot, especially if you're in a building. So at one point, you may be perfectly fine, but 30 seconds later may only have 1 bar of 4G. With Wi-Fi, connectivity and performance is much more consistent. Second, I have to say this, and some people are going to be shocked I even need to, but playing for long periods of time will decrease performance. So try exiting out of the app and restarting it. Or better yet, exit out of every app you're currently running, restart your device, and then open up Rules of Survival once more. That's a simple fix, but believe it or not, it'll actually help some people out. Next, if you are on an iOS or Android device, here's a quick rundown of what you should be doing. You need to be going into the practice area over and over again, tweaking with the settings there while you're not actually playing. The fact of the matter is, the warm-up area is going to be one of the areas that will most heavily affect your device. Having all 120 or 300 players together on a small island close together, all shooting different guns, will cause a lot of strain on your device. And if you can optimize your game to run pretty well in the warm-up area, you'll be in good shape for the actual map itself. Maybe you're only getting lag when you're shooting a gun. Well, take advantage of the warm-up area. First, toggle excellent settings, start shooting, and see if you notice any lag. If you do, switch to high settings, shoot, and if there's still lag, keep repeating the process. If you are still finding lag on the lowest of graphics settings, power saving mode, then don't worry, there's still hope for you. Turn off voice chats and your microphone. This takes up a ton of bandwidth and decreases performance drastically. Turn off vivid graphics and switch it to standard. Then, turn off high FPS mode and vibrate when matched. You may still be finding lag in game. Hey, that's okay. Turn off auto power saving. This basically grants your device to say, screw my battery, I'm going full throttle with this. With auto power saving turned on, your device will limit performance in return for giving you better battery life. Obviously, if you have a bad device to begin with, this will be a problem. With damage display, many times it's best to turn this off. If you keep it on, you'll have numbers showing up showing how much damage is given to an enemy player per hit, but as a result, it'll decrease performance. So, if you're finding lag, turn it off. It doesn't make you any better at the game. If you're on an iOS device, you can try turning off 3D touch and some other control settings and see how that affects things. With the other control settings, most things you do really won't affect anything, but hey, it's worth a shot. Here's another hugely important setting that will determine how much lag your device has. On the Advanced tab, go down to where it says Character Sight Range. Maybe you did everything I listed above, and you can play now in Gilly Island fine, but you're still seeing a lot of lag in Fearless Fjord. Well, this next settings is specific to that problem. Since Fearless Fjord is a bigger map, it'll render more objects, and it'll require more processing power. You can set this from high down to medium or even low depending on your device's performance capability. Again, go into the warm-up area and test these settings out, again shooting with guns and seeing how the lag is looking like. Now, with this, we're finished with the more basic in-game settings on how to improve performance. However, you may still find your device has a lot of lag, or you may not be happy with playing the game on low settings in the app itself. Well, I've compiled a decent-sized list of things you can do outside of the app in order to help boost device performance to the point where you may even be able to increase your graphics settings back up to high or even excellent. First off, if you're on Android, you'll want to turn on developer settings on your device. In order to do this, it's a little bit different for each device. Navigate through your settings to the About tab and find the button that says Build Number. If you can't find it, you may have a tab that says Software Information. Click that and you should be able to find the build number on most devices. If you're still having trouble finding the tab that says Build Number, you can always search on Google exactly how to find it on your specific device. Anyways, once you get there, simply tap the Build Number button 7 times. If you tap it 3 times, you should see a message that says you are now 4 steps away from being a developer. So tap it 4 more and you're good. Now that it's enabled, go back to your settings and it should have a developer options tab somewhere towards the bottom. Click that and enable 4 times MSAA. This will turn on anti-aliasing and improve your device's performance. However, that's not all you can do. You can still do several more things. Whether you're on iOS or Android, you can download apps that will clear cache and improve performance. If you're on Android, I recommend an app called PowerClean. I'll link it down below in the description. If you're on iOS, check out Magic Phone Cleaner. Again, I'll link it down below in the description. If you're on iOS, Magic Phone Cleaner is literally a step-by-step process and a super simple way to fix your device up a bit. But if you're on Android, it's a little bit more complex. Here's what you're going to want to do. First off, click Junk Clean and clean out all junk. This will get rid of the app cache and give your device more space. Second, go to Memory Boost and do what it says. This will improve your device's performance greatly. Third, click this button right here and go over to where it says CPU Cooler. Maybe your phone is really hot, and believe it or not, that actually affects how Rules of Survival runs on your device. Click that, and it'll help cool down your device. Click back over here, go to Battery Saver, and this step is up to you if you want to do this. If you choose to hibernate an app, it'll delete it off your device, but you can always re-download it. So, if you find an app that you maybe forgot you had or haven't used in a year or so, chances are you don't need it. So pick and choose the apps you don't think you need and hibernate them. This will give your device more storage space and improve performance. Lastly, maybe your device has a lot of viruses on it. The good thing about PowerClean is it has a built-in antivirus, so you can use it to scan your device and eliminate any threats. It's great. I use both apps on my iPhone and Android devices every day before I start playing Rules of Survival, and it really helps with my performance. If you are still finding lag issues on Android, here's a rather complex thing you can do to your game file itself. You're basically editing the program files to run better on your device. This is what you can do. Download an app called ES File Explorer File Manager, link down below in the description, and follow my steps that I'll do in this video. Go to Internal Storage, Android, Data, find Rules of Survival's folder, Files, NetEase, H45NA, Documents, and go to Basic Settings. Open with ES Note Editor, click Edit, and change the last avatar smooth factor from 4 to 1. Click Save, go back, and open up Graphic Settings. Open up again with ES Note Editor, click Edit, and change graphic level from 2 down to 1. Lastly, figure out if your device is simply running low on space. In that case, do you really need all your messages or photos? Try either downloading your photos to your computer or uploading them to the cloud so you can get more space on your device. And delete your older messages so you can get more space. You'll be surprised how much this helps. Videos take up a ton of space on your device. So maybe you don't want to get rid of all your photos. Hey, that's okay. Try to remove some videos, and that'll give you back a ton of space. I'm talking gigabytes worth of space, depending on how long the videos are. Remove any duplicate photos and videos, and that will give you more space as well. And with that, that's basically it. I can't think of anything else you can do to improve your device, but if you all can think of something I have not spoken of, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will have a pinned comment with a compiled list of extra tips and tricks we find together as a community. I hope this video helped you guys. I know many people find lag as a major issue when playing Rules of Survival, so I hope when following these tips and tricks, you found smoother gameplay when playing. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like if you have watched this far, and if you are signed into a YouTube account, subscribe for the best Rules of Survival tips and tricks videos. And that's it. I'll see you guys later.